Waiting. Okay. Okay, so that's why there was a case where I did not see stream elements, but this banner here, this banner here hid stream elements. So I had to restart the stream because I thought this thing was not showing. But yeah, so it's a Monday. I'll just give some updates, I guess. Yesterday, I went on a long ride because I have a scooter, right? I have a motorcycle, but I usually just use it for groceries, like groceries, commute, like going from point A to point B. Like that's how I use my scooter, right? But yesterday, uh, I finally did it. I finally went on a long ride, like from it's like a 110-kilometer ride from where I live to Ormoc, my destination. To give you guys perspective, I guess I'll just show it. Like if we go to Google Maps, right? Like from here, Cloven City, where I live, and then we can. I don't know how you can configure the destination. You should be able to, right? Wait, maybe Ormoc City. Yeah, Ormoc City, and then directions, Cloven City. There, you're there, right? So I went on a long ride. Like it's like 100. That's weird. It's just 96. Maybe because I'm showing Armok City, but like I think I went to specifically to the New Art Museum. The New Art Museum. There, and it's a bit further. Yeah, it's a bit further. Like if uh how do you do? No. How do you directions? Oh, there, there. It's still 98.9. That's weird. Because I remember the odometer, right? Odometer showed like 110, like 110 kilometers, so like 220 back and forth. Oh yeah, I went here, the new art museum. Where is it? Where is it? There. I wanted to check it out. Uh, I'm a huge fan of arts. I used to draw. I used to draw a lot. Anything arts really. I think the reason why I started to learn how to draw was because back then I wanted to be an animator, like someone who animates. And I read a book. I read a book. Uh, what book was it? It's considered like the Bible for animators. It's like the Animator Survival Kit. Animators are. I highly recommend this book if you're this book. I highly recommend this book. If, that's weird. It doesn't support. Okay, there. Yeah, this book. And I remember reading this book because I read this book like from I read the whole thing, and then I think what really stick to me was like the preface of the book, the starting page of the book. Like if you want to be a good animator, you have to first be like a good draftsman, and that really I guess spoke to me. That's why I started learning arts. I started learning how to draw, and for a time I was serious about it. Okay, so before I pursued tech, I was pursuing arts. So that's why for me I have this love for arts because I used to how do you say it? I guess it's more like once you try to like learn something really deeply, right? You get like a different level of appreciation for it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to check the art museum because again, from where I live, it's like there's nothing. We don't really have these things here. Maybe occasionally there will be like art galleries, but like it's very like it lasts for like maybe 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and it's just a small space, but like not really like a museum, right? Where you can actually, not like not like this, right? So yeah, I wanted to check this out, the new art museum. I actually was not able to check it out. Like once I reached the place, right? Once I reached the place, there was like a concert happening. So like this is the area, right? There's like a concert area like at the back of this, like somewhere here. This thing. I don't know why my PC is lagging. This area. Oh wait, no. I think it's this park, the city stage. Yeah, this one. There's like a concert area somewhere here, like this part, and some musicians, uh, local artists, were gonna play here. It's weird because like they're actually quite famous. Those artists, they're quite famous. And I told this story to like a friend of mine, and he was like so excited about the local artist that was about to play here. And I was like, I didn't really care. It's not that I don't like music. It's more like I'm the type of guy where I go. The reason I go to a place is because I have a reason to go there. And for me, my reason to go to Ormoc, right, which is like this. Oh no. The reason I went to Ormoc and traveled via my scooter like this long ass ride here, right? The reason I did this was because so I could check out the new art museum, and anything else I don't really care. And that's the type of person that I am. So yeah, once I was there, I was kind of bummed because normally this is open, the art museum. Like I talked to the guard. The guard told me that yeah, normally on weekends it's open, but because there's a concert that's about to happen like later that night, they closed the museum, which kind of sucks. It's a bummer. But it's okay. It's not the first time. It's not this is it's not like the first and last time I'll be here. There's like other places that I want to check out, like in Ormoc. uh, One of it is of course the new art museum. Like I want to go back. I'm not sure when. uh because the road trip is fun, yes. Like I enjoy motorcycling. I actually enjoy it. uh, I don't know why my PC is lagging. Okay, it's lagging, it's stuttering. I don't know why. uh like this area here, right? This area here was so fun. Like this like they have like really good roads. This area here, this area here was like, I hate this area because this area was like, oh my god, this is like the average Yeah, it's like Filipino roads. Like it's I hate it so much. Like you have like the road, right? And there's like potholes everywhere. There's potholes everywhere, and no one's bothering to fix it. I hate it so much because like it's like so dangerous. Like those roads are so dangerous, but like no one's bothering to fix it. Okay, this yeah, mm, and I think one of the issues because I went there like at 1 p.m. right? So the travel time is like 2 hours, but I was able to get there in like 1 hour and 30 because I was, you know, no, I'm don't worry, I'm comfortable with fast speeds. I've trained for it, kind of, not professionally trained, but like there's areas in Tacloban where you can kind of train for like for speeding up, like being comfortable, like in like really fast speeds. That's why like I was able to do it. Before this, I was prepping for it. I was prepping for it. So yeah, I was able to cut the travel time from 2 hours to like 1 hour and 30. But then, so like from 1 p.m. I was able to arrive at like around 30 or something, and then I had lunch there. Uh, had lunch there, so I was able to kind of explore the place a bit, and then explore the place a bit, and then I think I went home like around 4:30, 4:30 p.m. I think, yeah, I think around 4:30 p.m. And so that was not my intention to go home late. That was not my intention at all. But yeah, but because the new art museum was closed, right? So the new art museum was closed. So what I did was just walk around the place, just explore it, and then just travel to other places, uh, but not too far from the city center. And then once I was like satisfied because I didn't want to waste, like, I spent that much time traveling, so I just did not want to waste my effort going there at least. uh but then going back, it was like nighttime, right? Like afternoon, and then the sun was setting. So I was glad I was able to kind of I was able to like reach this area here. The bad This is like really bad roads here. I was glad I was able to reach this area when the sun was still up, right? But then, like, I think it was like around nighttime when I reached this, and then I think this is like very dangerous. This area here is very dangerous. Actually, no, the entire area is very dangerous. Not because I mean, this area here, the roads were good. The roads were good. Like, you get like asphalt that's actually flat, and you can actually like you can you can actually like how do you say it? You can ride like fast, and then you can feel safe riding fast because the roads is flat, and it's like it feels as if how do you say it? Your wheels are like, it's like sliding. No, 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 not like in a bad way, but more like it. There's no like, how do you say it? Like, it feels good. Riding here feels good because the roads were good, which is very rare, by the way, in the Philippines. That's like rare. I had like I appreciated the fact that their local government, right here and right here, right, actually, cared for the motorists, or like the people enough that they actually, delivered and gave the bare minimum of providing the citizens good roads. It's like bare minimum, right? But like for the rest of the country, it's not like that at all. Like, yeah, like terrible, terrible roads. It's like splattered in the Philippines. Like, it's yeah. So I really appreciated that this area here and this area here had like good roads. But I guess my issue was, since I was traveling at night, there were no lights. Like, there were like street lights, right? But like, it was not enough. Like street lights here and there. But like me, I couldn't see a thing. Like, it was actually, that was the scary part. Is like, I could barely see anything because there's no lights, and then there's no like, how do you say it? Like, in roads, right? In highways, there's like the lights in the middle, right? The thing. Like, wait, maybe I'll show you. Like, oh no, it's lagging. Highway lights at night. Highway lights at night. This thing. No, no, no. Highway road lights at night. The thing that you put on the highway. This thing. Okay, this thing. This thing. This reflector thing. This reflector thing. Right? Normally, you would expect this on a highway. Right? Normally, you would expect that. In this area here, actually, no, I think the whole area here did not have that. So you could imagine how dangerous the ride at night was. Like, it's like barely any street light, and then the roads were dark. I hate it so much. Yeah, I was like, "Ew." Yeah, I was actually scared. I was actually scared. Yeah, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, I need to be able to go home fast, because how do I say it? Like, I did not want to stay any longer on the road. Like, that's the only thing going through my head, because like the roads here were like quite scary, really. Yeah. What else? What else? Oh yeah, the thing about Southeast Asia, right? It's not like unique to the Philippines, but like, this is the thing with Southeast Asia, is that we don't really have traffic rules. We have traffic suggestions. What does that mean? So traffic rules is like, people follow it, right? Traffic suggestions is that we have rules. Yes, we have traffic rules, but whether or not you follow it, yeah, yeah. So I remember there was this curve, right? There was this curve like this, right? It's a blind curve. So not like this, like, so like, imagine this, and then it's like in the province, right? So that we have like the thing here, we have the light, we have the reflector thing here, that's like, it's going in it's a curve, like, it's saying it's a curve. So like the arrows here, right? So like I'm approaching this, there's like very dark, right? There's very dark. So my headlight is down because I know that my headlight is up, and then I saw someone go exiting from the curve. So like I'm entering the curve, right? I'm entering the curve. Someone's exiting, so my headlight is down because I have someone, I have someone on the opposite side. So like, it's like it's like a it's like common courtesy to do that, right? Because it's very dangerous to have your headlight up when you have someone on the opposite end of the road, right? So like I'm going in the the curve is like this, right? Right? The curve is, imagine the curve is like this, and it's like in the province, so like mountains and trees everywhere, and it's very dark, no street lights. So like, yeah, I'm going in, and then this bastard right here had his headlight up, and he kept it up. So I went in the curve blind, like yeah, like the light was so blinding that I couldn't see anything. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, like yeah, like that's why I don't really enjoy riding. I don't enjoy like riding in the Philippines. It's number one, the roads are like very inconsistent. It's inconsistently bad. It's consistently inconsistent. Like you get roads that are good, and for the most part, it's shit. It's bad. It's not maintained at all. But like sometimes, like very rarely, you actually get good roads. You actually get good roads. Very rarely though. Uh, but for the most part, you get bad roads, and so it's like consistently inconsistent, right? And another thing is like the motorists, really, everyone really is like, they don't like whether or not they follow road rules. It's like 50-50. Yeah, I no, I think it feels as if it's like 70-40. 70 they're not following, 30 the other 30 are like they're following it. Like it's not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable to ride that long, right? But I really like riding my motorcycle, but I just wish we had like better roads. Yeah, I wish we had better roads. Hmm. Mm, I don't know how to kind of like, maybe like PH roads, PH roads. Maybe I can show it like how bad the roads is. Is there like, do people even average Filipino road? Maybe people don't take pictures of it, but like province average Filipino roads. Average PH roads before elections. How about that? Mm, no, this is okay. See, this is like the average road in the Philippines. Like you see, it's like this, and then there's like patches of things, and it's not flat. The roads are not flat. Like it seems flat, but it's like this is like city road. Okay, this is city road. So like the road looks flat, but like when you're riding it, it's actually ridged. It's ridged. It's not even. So like when you're riding, yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is like the average city road, but like province road, like this is like the province road, right? This is maybe I can show it. Like asphalt, average PH roads, asphalt. Oh no, I hate it so much. Hate it so much. Asphalt. This is like my frustration with, yeah, something like this. Like imagine this, but like on the entire road. Like you have like potholes of like this. I hate it so much. I hate it. It's like no one's bothering to fix it. Like something like this. Yeah. And this is like so common. This is so common, and I hate it so much. Like I think riding should be enjoyable. Like ever so very rarely we get this type of roads. We get these types of roads. Very rarely. But for the most part, it's this type of road. This thing. This type of road. Or this. Like this or this. Yeah. Again, no one's bothering to fix it. It's like it's there, and it's like it's always there. It's always been there. Yeah. And it's just my frustration. Like I wish they're like, actually using the funds, but no, they're not. I don't know where the funds are going. Like we pay taxes, right? But like We can't even get good roads. I know it's like it's a rant. I'm sorry, it's a rant, but like I really do enjoy motorcycling. I like riding, like, but I don't know if there are like countries out there that actually, you know, care. Maybe in developed countries, like we could actually experience consistently good roads. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's also the case in Thailand. Wait, are Thailand roads better? Because Thailand is also in Southeast Asia. So I'm actually curious, are Thailand roads better than PH roads? Does Thailand have good roads? Now I am envious. If they actually have good roads, I'm envious. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. They have it bad. Okay. Hmm. Okay, they have a lot. They have the same problem in the Philippines where, there's too many private vehicles. Yeah, but at least their infrastructure is decent. Another problem with PH is like, I know I'm ranting. Another problem with our roads is like we have like posts, right? We have like, the electric posts in the fucking roads. Okay, electric posts. I don't know. I think it's because of electric posts on road. Yeah. We have this. There's actually a Reddit post on this. Yeah. Wait, this is like so common. This is so common. You see this all the time. Also, like one thing that's very common in the Philippines, actually there's a picture already here, right? Like for example, there's like 4 lanes of roads, like the 4 lanes, so like 2 lanes going there, and then 2 lanes going the opposite direction, right? If there's like 4 lanes, only actually 2 lanes is usable because the outer lanes, people always, I mean, like there's always cars parked on the outer lanes, always. It's like my frustration, really. Like you have like 4 lanes, but like only 2 lanes are usable. If you have 2 lanes, only one lane is usable. You get what I mean? Yeah. This is like so like apart from this, like parking on like the outer lane is very common. So like outer lane parking, outer lane parking, PH. Yeah, this is a parking area. Outer lane parking, outer lane parking, road, PH. Well, why is there no picture? Something like this. Okay, imagine this, but like on every road. There's not even PH, yeah, on street parking. Mm, at least there's like designated areas for parking, right? On this pictures. This is like they're so organized. But like I cannot find a picture that, Philippines outer lane parking. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. Like the outer lane is always unusable. So like if you wanna like overtake, for example, like you can't really overtake on the outer lane. You have to overtake on the other lane. Mm, I wonder why there's like a lack of pictures. Maybe I can show you like a YouTube video instead. Like YouTube, right? YouTube. So like you guys could see, because passionate about riding motorcycles. So that's why I'm frustrated when it's hard for me to do the thing that I like to do. Okay, Province City, 4K. How about this? A walking tour or like a drive tour? Oh, a drive. See. Look at that! Look at that! Look at this thing! Oh my god! Oh, this is Ormoc to Tacloban. Yeah, this is Ormoc to Tacloban. Yeah. Oh, so like I went from Tacloban to Ormoc, but like you can now see like the roads. Like, this is what I mean. Like some roads are good. Very rarely some roads are good. Yeah. But like there's an area here that's like very frustrating. Where is it? Like there's an area here that's like nightmare to ride in. Ormoc to Tacloban. It's not here yet. Where is it? Did he even have it? Yeah, I hated it so much. See, like there's a lot of potholes, right? And then this area here that's like I hate it so much, right? Where there's asphalt, right? There's where is it? Where is it? I think it's like somewhere here. Where is it? Where did it go? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like it's nostalgic because like I just did this whole trip yesterday. Just look at that. Look at the potholes, man. Uh, like it's so common. Like, and no one's trying to fix it. Like it's like 1 year ago. It's 1 year ago. Look at the video. It's like 1 year ago, and I can see the same exact things when I was like traveling there. Like, bro, where is it? Where is it? I think I skipped the. I'm sorry. Like, there's something I want to show you guys. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's this area here that's kind of frustrating, really frustrating part. See, this is what I mean. Like it's flat, but it's actually not flat. It's like perfect way to ruin a good road. Okay, yeah, this is what I was. Yeah, this part here. I cannot believe this the road was like this a year ago because this thing here is still like this. Like you see this asphalt, right? This asphalt here, and then it's like higher up, so it's like a higher road than this road. I hate it so much because like once there's like this part here was it's like a curve, like it's a very like steep curve. So what happened was like I was turning, right? I was turning, but because it was really steep, it was really hard to control. I fell here, and then but and then I tried to get back up. I tried to get back up, but because of like the how. Sorry. There's like a. Oh, sorry. That was like a package, online package. Like maybe I can show you. I'm waiting for Twitch. I'm waiting for Twitch to show that I'm live again. OBS tag. Okay. Am I live again? Mm, okay, I'm live again. So I got some packages from online shops. Uh, I'll show you this thing. It's chunky. It's big. I'm not sure if my camera can see it. I'm actually not sure. Maybe there. Is one thing. Other thing is this thing. This thing. Yeah. Yeah. And then some other things. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to open it later. It's big, it's chunky. So it's something I have. It's a divider. The big one, the big one is a divider because my current apartment is a studio apartment, and it's something that I've really been struggling with. Is like having like a separate space for things. So I bought like a divider. I'm not sure of the quality yet. I mean it's really hard to find like a good divider that's not a scam. So I'm not sure it's like 50-50. I'm not sure. That's why. But I'll open it later and I'll try to assemble it later. And then some other things. The other one was like a cleaning materials. You know, when you're living alone, I care a lot of like having my place clean. So yeah, it's more like some brushes, brooms, and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? This thing. I was showing you guys this thing, right? This thing here, like the how do you, the what's the term for it? What's the term for it? Like something Asian, the elevation there, elevation there. Was it? Is it elevation? Yeah, it's like it's high enough that once you're here, right? Once you're here and you try to get up. So I was riding a scooter, a motorcycle, a scooter. Uh, I tried to get back up, so I fell here. So I tried to get back up because this is the asphalt road, right? And then my motorcycle swerved because like it's that high. And it's not like it's not a smooth kind of. It's not smooth. It's like actually like this instead of like this. It's like this. So like when you try to, it's not like yeah. You get what I mean? It's like you the way you go up is not a smooth like slope. It's actually like this. Yeah, it's hard to kind of explain. I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, you can see the road conditions. This is what I mean. Like it looks good, kind of, but it's not. It's terrible. It's terrible roads. Very consistently inconsistent. It's consistently inconsistent. Again, it's not all bad. It's not all good. There. You see, very we get flat roads. This road is flat. Why can't we have this kind of road like throughout the country, right? Why? Like sometimes we get this, like we get like, and then again we're back to bad roads. This is what I mean. Like sometimes we get good roads, and then we're back to bad roads, and then you see like, what the hell? This is like so common, so common. People are not complaining enough. People are not complaining enough. That's why these things never get fixed. Like, how do I say it? Filipinos have this culture of like good enough. This is like one thing I really hate about the Philippine culture is accepting things as is and not complaining because it's good enough. Right? Because this road's like you can how do I say it's good enough, Like if you want to go from point A to point B, it's good enough. You get what I mean? Like it it does its thing. But was the experience good? Absolutely no, right? Yeah, yeah, you get what I mean. Like people are like, yeah, but they're accepting of it. They're not. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. It's like, why is this the norm? Why is this the norm? And it's been like this for like years, man. It's years. I've been alive for like 24 years. Like I haven't seen anything change in that 24 years that I'm alive. Yeah, I haven't. I hate it so much. These sometimes you get good roads. Sometimes. Never mind. Never mind. There were like potholes there. But yeah, this is the road that I've ridden. It's like Ormoc to Tacloban. Will I go back to Ormoc? Yeah, I actually like to go back. There's like some places there that I wanna see in Ormoc. Like if we go to like Google Maps, right? Because it's like my first time. It's not my first time going to Ormoc. It's my first time going there to kind of explore the place. Because usually, uh, Ormoc, Ormoc City, Ormoc City. And then color. Usually, oh wait, no, this is not Ormoc. It's Ormoc City. Ormoc City. Okay. I don't think this is Ormoc City because I was around here. New arts. Okay. Okay. So usually the reason why I go to Ormoc before was because of the port. Port is like here, this port, and it's like a just a place to kind of. Because Ormoc is a port city, right? It's a place you go, so like you can go to like maybe Cebu, Bohol. I don't know. Ooh, what? The volcano erupted a week ago. Was not aware. This was not on the news, so I was not aware. Hmm. Yeah. Usually you go to Ormoc to kind of like go to other places. You can see there's like lines here, right? But mostly it's to go to Cebu. So like that's what connects Cebu and Leyte. I used to 'cause in Leyte, like in Tacloban, that's where like my relatives live, like my father's side. But I used to live in Cebu before. That's why like Ormoc is like not a new place to me, but like I haven't actually like stopped by and actually explored the place. And this was like the first time I did that. And it was fun. It was actually fun. The roads were shit, but I had fun. I had fun riding. I think I'll do it again. Maybe I'm not sure when, but I really want to check the new art museum. I actually check it because again, when I was there, it was closed. Sadly, it was closed. There's like other places that I want to check out. Mm, I haven't checked out the place. I only like walked in this area here. It's actually quite aesthetic. Yeah, it's aesthetic. Mm, I asked some locals there, and they recommended me some places, but it's quite far from the city center. I think this was yeah, I wanted to go here, but the recommendation was like somewhere. Where was it? It's like a lake. It's a lake. It's a big lake. This one, Lake Danao. This was recommended. Like I don't know why they recommended this. This is like quite far. It's far from Ormoc, but this was recommended to me by a local, Lake Danao. So I think I'll check this out, Lake Danao. But I want to check the city first. Yeah, but this is like in my to visit list. Right. I want to check the city first, like this area. Maybe like check the Sunflower Garden. Maybe what's this? No, this is like a restaurant. Never mind. Is there like a thing? No, it's a restaurant. But yeah, I think I want to check the mangrove park. The mangrove park. I really like nature stuff. I like nature stuff, but like we lack that in the Philippines. Like I know, like we're like one of like the most diverse. Like it's a country with a lot of diverse species, right? But we're not taking advantage of that. Like we're just killing species after species. So like we're making them extinct. No one's like some people like there's some that are like trying to actually make an effort and preserve, but like for the most part no one cares. This is like sadly that's like the case for the country. That's why we don't have a lot of parks. We barely have any parks really. So that's why I want to check out parks because this is like a rarity to us. So yeah, I want to check this one out, the mangrove eco park. I'm not sure. Like, is there anything else that aside from the new art museum and the eco park? I'm not sure. I guess I guess I want to meet like I want to talk to more locals because they usually know the places to go. Yeah. So I think this one, yeah, Lake Danao was one, even though it's like a famous one. Right? This is famous, kind of. Like a lot of people know this lake. Other one is this one. What was it? The other one. I think it's no. Was it Lake Janagan? What was it? I don't remember the other one. But yeah, I was recommended two places to go to. Where was the other one? But I remember it was like far from the city center. That's why I was not able to go there. Was this it? I think it was this. Miko. I think it was this, yeah. Interesting. Okay, they have a flower garden. But I went to Baguio, and Baguio, yeah, Baguio is like you cannot beat the flower the flower garden in Benguet. You cannot beat that. The aesthetic of it. It's like this. Like I'll show you like some pics from it from the Baguio trip. There. Is that this? Yeah, I'll show you some pics. Look at this. Look at this, man. It's like look at this. Like you cannot beat this in quality. You cannot beat this in quality, man. Yeah, you cannot beat this. It's like so aesthetic. Like yeah, that place was so aesthetic. Look at that, man. Look at that. Yeah, and it's like you're at the top of the mountain. It's like the second highest point in the Philippines, Mount Atok. It's the second highest point in the Philippines. That was so aesthetic, man. Yeah, I think if you plan to go to Baguio, I really recommend it. Like we had fun. We had fun during this trip. I had fun. I think my group also had fun. But yeah, I remember I had like a lot of fun. Nico Eco Park. I'm not sure if I'm gonna check this out. Probably like the now. Yeah. So yeah, New Art Museum, Mangrove Park, Lake Tanaw. I can't do that in a day. Maybe if I go there like in the morning, I'm not sure. There's falls here. Mm. The 3 stars. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I just want to show you guys that. I really like exploring places. Now that I have a job, right? Like one thing that I want to do is like travel a lot, travel locally. Because after a while, I want to move out of the club. I want to move out after a while. Like I'm just waiting for my contract to end. Like I have like a 2 year contract in my current apartment. After that, I'm gonna move out somewhere else. I'm still not sure where, but I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, so yeah, I like exploring places, traveling, and then meeting new people. Like just talking to the locals, it excites me, man. Yeah, at some point, like I want to travel out of the country. Uh, I still don't have my passport. I think I'll have it around October. When must it? 29. Around 29. I'll have it around October 29. Yeah, like my passport. And then next year, that's my goal, is to actually, you know, travel outside the country. I think that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, like that's about it. Some updates. Wait, where did I go to my VODs? I think I want to continue learning SQL. That's what I'm going to do. It's like 12/7. Maybe I'll stream for 1 more hour, so like at 1 a.m. maybe. Like I'll stop streaming. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's continue learning SQL. Or is it SQL lecture one? Or maybe I'll just finish lecture one, right? I'll finish lecture one. It's like have 30 minutes left, and then let's see if I still have time to do the problem sets.
Tables. Oh.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'll have this, and then I'll have a obsidian on my right side. Okay. Okay, there's a new update. Cool. And let's do this. Okay.
We've seen so far is how to organize our data, build connections between them, and now how to query this data using both subqueries and joins. We'll take a quick break here and come back to see how we can use sets and groups to, again, kind of refine our queries and ask interesting questions.
I actually haven't learned sets and groups, so this is like completely new to me. I'm really excited. I know join. Only join, inner join, and left join. The rest I know they exist, but I never really bothered to learn it. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool that I was able to learn this last stream.
Well, we're back, and now we're going to focus on this idea of sets in SQL. So when you run a query, you get back some results, and those results are often called a result set, some set of values that you've gotten back from your table. So let's take a look at what sets are, how we could use them to refine our queries and to find relationships among different groups of people, places, or even things. So let me ask a question of you. Maybe in this world, we have authors and we have translators, based in the publishing industry, right? If you're in this set, you are an author. If you are in this set, then you're a translator. But what would it be then if you were in this set?
Intersection.
What does this set mean?
It means that you are both the author and the other one, the translator.
Yeah, you're right. So this means you are both an author and a translator. Wait, you're in the middle.
Before I continue, I'll just add like some ointment. I usually do this when I can feel my lips are getting dry. Yeah, good. Okay. I was able to apply. Let's continue.
Of these two overlapping circles. In SQL, we could represent this kind of relationship using our intersect operator, which we'll see in just a moment. We'll take authors, perhaps, and intersect them with those who are translators and find those who are both authors and translators. Let's do another one then.
First
Let's
time
think
I've
of
heard it.
this set. Who are you? Or at least what does the set represent as a
Mhm.
whole?
It means that you're either an author or a translator.
Nice. You're either an author
you
or
or
a translator.
reverse
You could be both too, but you're in either camp. You're either an author or a translator. For this, we could use a SQL keyword called union.
Yeah, I've
I'll
seen
take my
union.
set of authors and
Okay.
combine them with my set of translators and get back, in this
That's-
case, the entirety of these two sets. Let's look at this one too. If you are in this set, who's included there?
Only authors will be included. Authors which are also translators will not be included.
Yeah, good. So here, only authors are included. We see that those who are also translators aren't included. In fact, if you are an author and only an author, then you are in this set. And to get this kind of result, we would use our SQL keyword called except. I'll take my set of authors, but
Is there like a
subtract
way
or
to?
remove.
I'm curious. Like, is there a way for me to represent this in Mermaid? Mermaid sets, SQL sets. Is there a way for me to represent it? 'Cause that would suck if I couldn't. How about sets? Maybe sets. Mermaid sets. Mermaid. No. That's just examples. Is it flowchart? No, it's not a flowchart. I want sets. So let's try. Can you represent it in Mermaid? I'm actually surprised you cannot. Are you kidding me? You cannot. Okay. Quadrant. It's a quadrant chart. Pie chart. How about the Gantt chart? On a Gantt chart, a user journey. PRD. There's no way to represent it in sets. State diagram. Interesting. Class diagram. You cannot. Are you telling me you cannot? I guess I'll just use images then. Key diagram. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Cannot represent. So I guess I'll just use images. I'll just use images. Where do I get the images? I think it's like in here, CS50 SQL. And then there's like a, how do I say it? We have like notes here. I can just grab the images from the notes. Notes. There. You can just copy. This will be kind of a problem when I kind of migrate this to different, how do I say it? The different Markdown viewer. Because the thing is, this works because it's an Obsidian. But like, I wish it was linking the actual link. Like if I show I'm sure there's a way to show is this it? Viewing? Source mode. How about source mode? See? Like I wish this was like the actual source, not this thing. I wish it was linking to like the path of the image. Anyways, reading view. Yeah. Everything view. Wish. What sets again? Except. Yeah, you need to get the intersection and then get the inverse of it. Like maybe you can go get union, or you can get authors except translations, union translators except authors. We can also do that. I don't know.
Or except my set of translators. Similarly, I could say, take my set of translators and accept the set of authors, subtract them, remove them, and I could do that with translators except authors. We'll see these keywords in just a moment. Now I'll have one final question here, which is, how could you present this? One, I mean, who are you if you are in either this set or this set, and how would you get? I'll actually save that one for you to do as homework, if I may, before we move on to seeing these in our actual terminal environment. So let's take this idea of sets and apply it to authors and translators, this time in our database.
Or you could do this if you can find a way to subtract, right? I'm not sure if you can do it, but like you could authors union subtract it by intersection. I'm not sure if you could subtract. I'm not even sure if you could have like an inverse, because the answer would be like the inverse of authors intersection. Is there like a set inverse notation and SQL? I'm curious. SQL set inverse. Yeah, select the inverse of this query. Not in. Interesting. So select the union, not in this. Okay. You could also do that, yeah. Not in. Okay, it's not in. Interesting.
Come back over to our SQLite terminal. Let me now leave our database of C lines. Sadly, I'll type .quit and go back to my regular old terminal. Now, I want to open back up our longlist.db database. Longlist.db, hit enter, and now I'm back in the place where I have authors and books and publishers inside of this database. I'll type Control L to clear my terminal, and let's first try to find all of those who are either
What? Oh, headers on, not dot mode. Alright, wait, I think I could also do like dot mode. Control L. Mode table. Was it? Okay, it selects schema. Maybe I could like select star from this. Let's see if I'm select star. Select star from I hate it so much. Why is it not working? Okay. Unless that.
terminal publishers, and now I'm back.
Mode table. Okay. It's broken. It's broken. So gonna do it again. Clear. Control D. TV, and then put headers on. We're gonna do headers on because it breaks it breaks into the most table because I'm using like actually, this is okay. It's okay. It's still readable at least.
Back in the place where I have authors and books and publishers inside of this database. I'll type Control L to clear my terminal, and let's first try to find all of those who are either translators or
Either
author.
all of those.
What can I do?
All of those. So it's like union, right? It's union. Union. Either. Because it's either or. It's not either and. If it's end, then it's intersection. Or like it's or, so it should be union. So tables. What was the tables again? So authors and translators. So this is like select star from authors. Is it like this? Authors union select star from translators. Is that it? Is that it? Or is it like, do you have to join the tables? I have the same number of result columns, so maybe wait, dot schema authors. Dot schema translators. How about translators? Translators name. But maybe I could do this again. Select star from authors. No, not select star. Select name from authors. Union select. I'm sorry. Select name from translators. Is that it? These are like everyone, right? This is like everyone.
I could try this. Let me try select name from translators. This for my translators table. Semicolon, enter. These are all of my translators. Now I want to find authors. I could then say select name from authors. Semicolon. Hit enter. Now I have all of my authors. If I wanted, though, to combine these result sets, I could do so using union. Let's try it. I'll say select name.
Had the correct
select
idea.
Name from translators and not finish my query yet. I'll hit enter just for style's sake, and I'll say union. Union with some other result I'll get back from some separate query. I'll hit enter. Now I'll say select, let's say name from, go for authors now. Quote,
Okay,
semicolon, hit enter.
Okay.
And now I'll see both authors and translators. And we
so it's kind of like select all table 1 union table 2, something like that.
we should see
Like
here that
it needs to
every
be the same
author
column.
and every translator is in here only once. We can assume that we have unique names for these authors and translators, and I could scroll through, figure out who is either an author or a translator, actually see them both in the same set. If I wanted, I could distinguish between authors and
OBS. So I don't accidentally break it, because I always break it. I always break OBS and then it just breaks the stream. Yeah. I'm curious about this. Select name from authors. Intersect now. Not union. Intersect. Select name from translators. Semicolon. Okay, interesting.
And translators by adjusting my query just a little bit. I could say select, let's go for select author, the string, as profession, and also select name from the author's table. Semicolon.
Select
This
author
will
as
give back
professional.
not just one column of names, but also another column called profession that has just author inside of it. I'll hit enter, and I'll see I indeed have this column, if I scroll all the way up, called profession, and I have the value being author. Okay, let's combine these. Let's union this set with the set of translators and give them their profession too. I'll say select author as profession, and then also name from the author's table, and now I'll hit enter. And I'll say union that set with the set of translators. I'll say select translator, the string, as the column profession. Then I'll say name from the translators, name from the translators table, quote, unquote, semicolon, hit enter, and now I can actually see who is a translator and who is an author. If I scroll through here, I'll see translators, and now I'll also see author. So I've combined these two sets into one that works for me here. Okay, so this is how to union, or combine our sets. But what if we wanted to find only those who are authors and translators? Kind of a unique niche group of folks, but who is part of this set? Well, let's try to find out. I could select names from the authors table, as I did before. Now, instead of union, let me intersect these names with those that will be in the translators column. I'll say intersect, and select name from translators. And now I'll hit semicolon, enter. I'll see one. Same as Gogi, who is both an author and a translator. They translated their own book into English for the International Booker Prize. Okay, so let's try now to find those who aren't just translators and authors, but only those who are perhaps translators, or only those who are authors. So let's try this. I'll say select name from authors, hit enter, and now I want to exclude those who are also translators. I'll say except, in this case, select name from translators, hit semicolon, and now I should see, if I pay close enough attention, that Gogi is not in this list. They are an author, and they were in the author set of names, but because they're also a translator, they're not inside this set of list. So this is fine and good for finding who's in one list, who's in some other list, and who's in between them. But it's also nice for trying to find books people have collaborated on, let's say. Maybe I want to find the books that both Sophie Hughes and Margaret Costa have written together.
Okay. Sophie Hughes and Margaret Costa. So let me read that. So I want to find the books. Select books. Select tables. Books. I want to find the books.
To find the books that both Sophie Hughes and Margaret Costa have written together. Books that both
have written together jointly. So intersect. So select. Let me first see a schema of words. Let's say select title. So select title from books. Why did I make this an technical? Title from books. They both have collaborated in. How do I know Which books? Only publisher ID. References publisher ID. Authors. Maybe like, is it like authors? No, author. Yeah, it's the author table. Select. And then, yeah. Like that schema. Authored. I think it's like the books and then the author ID. Okay. So I need to join it. Right? Maybe I can maybe I can write it first in like an actual SQL thing, so like it's easier. It's easier. SQL. This is like SQL. SQL.SQL. Query. How about like query.SQL? Source one. Maybe like here. Query.SQL. This is a temporary like file. So select title from books. Select title from books. Select title from books. Where select title from books or join where author ID where author ID. Yeah. I think I got it now. So like select title from books, join inner join. This is the default, right? Select title from books, inner join book ID on authored where no it's inner join authored on book ID authored book ID, right? Something like this. Authored book ID, so schema books again. Schema books ID, so book that authored book ID equals books that ID. Something like this, right? Where or do I need to join it again? Yeah, I think inner join authors on authors on authors that I mean I can do author the author ID equals authors that ID. It's quite long. Okay, so I have where author that name author that name equals Sophie you books, select book that title, books, select books that title, and author that name, authors that name. And then I'm just gonna copy this intersect. Copy this intersect. Margaret. I'm really hungry now. I need this. Yeah, I think I'll just finish this and then I wanna have lunch.
Sophie Hughes and Margaret Costa have written together.
Margaret Costa. Or maybe I can just I'll finish this bit and then I'll grab a quick bite of something. Okay. Yeah, then I'll finish this and I'll have lunch. Let's copy this. Author that name. Ah, author. Author that name. Author is that name. There's nothing. Oh. That is weird. There's nothing. Margaret Costa.
You have to find
Coffee.
books that both Sophie Hughes and Margaret Costa have written.
Maybe. No, it's not union. Because like this will be like everything that the. Even then I get it wrong. I get it wrong. Gosh. I wonder why isn't it just like ID here? What the hell does that mean? I don't get union, I don't get intersect. What's is it the address? I don't know why this is not working.
Together jointly. So I could try to find first the books that Sophie Hughes has translated. Let's say select book ID from the translated table. This table that has all translators and books inside of it.
Oh,
And then I'll say where the
not author translated.
translator or the translator ID is equal to this sub book Sophie Hughes and Margaret Costa have written Sophie Hughes as translated. Let's say select book ID from the translated table. This table that has all translators and books inside of it. And then I'll say where the translator ID is equal to this subquery. I'll find Sophie Hughes's ID as a translator. I'll say select ID from translators, where the name is Sophie Hughes. Okay, semicolon to end.
There's no. What do you mean? There's no such column author is that name. Ah. Hmm? What does this mean? There's no such column as author is that name. Ah, this one. Maybe because I'm using translators as name. Yeah, I should name and then put this name. Yeah. Except I don't. I still don't get. When authors. When authored on why? Yeah, it's messed up. I don't know why it got messed up. I do this instead. Maybe it's like how the copy paste messes it up. Maybe that's why. I don't get why it's not working. I don't get why it's not working.
And these are the book IDs that Sophie Hughes has translated. Sophie Hughes is translated. Well, let's see. Maybe they have translated some books with Margaret Costa as well. I could try to find out.
Let me first query this. Maybe I got it wrong. Okay.
I'll say select books with Margaret Costa as well. I could try to find out. We'll try to find select Sophie Hughes' translated works and Margaret Costa's translated works too.
Okay.
So
it's translated works too. That was the confusing part because I thought it was like authors. I guess I got it wrong. I don't have it. Why? Why? Why don't I have it?
continue. I'll say intersect. Intersect this result with some other query all right
Okay,
now.
there's nothing.
Let me select the book ID.
Wait. Okay. Oh my god. I hate it so much. Okay. This one has it, right? This one has it. Hey, back in his problems. That should be like the intersection of it. Why is it not working? Back is in his problems. Yeah. Translate the intersection should be that, right? I know why, because I'm selecting the name. Okay, I'm selecting the name where the name is different, so that's why it's not showing. This should work. Okay, this should work. See, I hate it so much. the name
Finally,
is
I can hit semicolon. This is the end of my query. Semicolon here, and now I'll see the book ID they have collaborated on. You could imagine going beyond this to find the title of this book ID using another nested query, but I won't spend time on that, at least for now, because I have to write all this text back out for you. So we've seen union, seen except, we've seen intersect. What questions do you have on these sets? They work.
You've got 3 joins. I just wondered if there was a default that you chose if you didn't know what the situation was, like which one to use.
Yeah, so we saw different kinds of joins. We saw left join, right join, full join, right? And the default, as we saw a little before, is just a simple join. And that join is an example of an inner join. Only take those rows where the IDs actually match up. You could get more specific and have a left or right join or a full join, but we'll leave that for you to try out on your own and see the results of, as we did before too. Great question.
You mentioned that the IDs from both tables were used automatically to merge the two tables, and we didn't have to bother with the duplicate column for an ID. So I was wondering, in a situation whereby the primary key actually like foreign keys, let's say you're trying to join with another table where your ID is actually like a foreign key, how would you go about doing that? Because it seems we didn't specify the IDs where we wanted to like make the joins on with the natural join. So I just wanted to
What is a natural join?
Yeah, and let me make sure I'm understanding correctly. So I think you're trying to think about how you would join a table that has a different kind of column name from the other one. And for that, you could use the equals there. And you could say, we said migrations.id equals clions.id, but
natural join is, from what I remember, is like you can omit the on. Yeah, you can omit the on. Okay, I will remember.
let's say the clions ID was actually called clions_ID, the whole thing spelled out. I could say join migrations on migrations.id equals clions.clions_ID. Spell out the column for SQL. Good question too.
Can I use intersect and union together between more than 2 tables, 3 tables, or 4 tables?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I could use intersect more than once, let's say, to intersect more than one set.
Group it
You
with
absolutely
parentheses.
could. And here, I don't have a good example planned for this, but you could have one query that does one thing, gives you some set, and you type intersect after it. Then you get back the next query, and you find the intersection of that. You could then type intersect again to get the intersection of all of these 3 sets. You keep going as you'd like to. The key thing here, though, is that in your intersects, or in your unions, or in your accepts, you always have to have the same number and the same type of columns. So if I was trying to combine, let's say, author names with book titles, I can't intersect or union those quite well because they have different kind of meanings, right? They're different kinds of things. So if you're trying to join multiple tables or intersect multiple tables, make sure you always have those same column names and those same types of data that's stored inside. Okay.
Amazing. Really made sad. And nice. Types.
So we've seen sets now, and we're going to conclude by looking at this idea of groups.
Okay, I'll take a break for now. This is like a quick one because like, it's the last part, right? I'll just grab a quick bite. I'm really hungry. I'm hungry. My stomach is like growling and stuff. So yeah, I'll grab a quick bite and I'll be right back. order. Done. Okay. I'm waiting until I can see myself. Camera. Okay, I can see myself. Oh.
Which will allow us to recreate some of what we tried to do a little bit of last week, trying to understand the average rating of some books. Let's take a look at groups now. We could imagine that I have my ratings table, and in this ratings table, I have book IDs, and I also have ratings. Here, I see that the book ID of 1 has several ratings for people who gave the book a rating. It has 4, 3, and 4. And similarly, book ID with 2 has 2 ratings from folks, 2 and 3. Now, I want to find the average rating across these ratings for each book ID. So let me try that in my terminal. Come back over here, and let me first try to find the average rating for each of these books. So I'll go back, and I'll say, how do I select the average rating? Select the average rating from my ratings table.
Other. AVG. Rating, and then you want to select the average rating for each book ID. Okay. Is it like select group books? Select group books? No, I think it's like select book ID. I think I know how to do it now. Is it group by or is it select book ID from books? No, it's not select book ID. It's select ID from books. Hmm. Oh no. Wait. I think I know. Like the schema ratings first. Ratings. Yeah, there's a book ID here. So I can do this from ratings. I think it's like group by book ID or something. So like average rating. So like we could do like select book ID. Average rating from ratings group by book ID. Okay.
And I think this should be good enough, so I'll hit semicolon. And I'll see, well, 3.83644. And this seems to be an average, but I wanted the average of each book. So what did I do wrong here? What am I actually seeing in this case?
Is it an average of all books in the entire table?
Yeah, good instinct. So let me try to put back our table here. We can see what's actually going on. I'll come back over here and I will show us again this table. So we had a table of ratings, right? And we had the rating column that has individual ratings inside of it. When I say select the average rating from this table, well, what am I getting? I'm getting the average of all of these ratings, not grouped by book ID. So if I want to find the average rating for each book, I need to employ this idea of groups. And I mean, wouldn't it be nice if I could do something like this? I could kind of highlight the rows that are part of each group and then try to average those. I could say, take all the books with ID 1 and all the books with ID 2 and just collapse their ratings like this. And once you do that, find the average. Give me that back. It'd be kind of nice. And luckily, we actually have the capacity to do that with SQL using this group by keyword. So we'll see this in action. I'll come back over here and let's try to redo this query to find the right answer. I'll come back and I'll say, let's select, in this case, the book IDs and also their average rating. I'll select book ID, that's one column I want, and I also want the average.
Yeah. If I were to count like how many times OBS has crashed during the stream, I'd be a millionaire. Okay.
But now, I don't want to simply hit enter. I'll get back to the same thing I did before, which is the average of all the ratings in the ratings table. What I want is for these ratings, the average ratings, to be grouped by the book ID. So I'll say group by book ID, semicolon, hit enter. Now, I should be able to see the results I wanted. Let me scroll to the top and notice how, using group by, I was able to take each book ID, collapse the rows, the ratings that were associated with this book, and find the average of that rating. 3.77, 3.97, 3.04 for each book. So kind of handy here. Let me try to improve this and show you one additional.
Okay.
Thing we could do, not take a group breaks up each break the data on that rating as you intersect that type of column. So if I can't intersect, make sure that we've seen groups will allow us to recreate some of what we tried to do a little bit of last week, trying to understand the average rating of some books. Let's take a look at groups now. We could imagine book ID of 3 and 4, and for each for here. So it's like the average rating my 4 and of each seeing in this case. A good instinct. So let me try to, and when I think the average of all of these two of their part of groups, and I mean, wouldn't it be nice if I could do something like bridge those? I could say highlight the rows that are part of each group, and then try to average capacity to do that with the
I was trying to look for like
average rating.
group by
Let me type average book ID. So I'll say group, and scroll to take 0.04. I'll put last time was fine. Round, get rate. We could do as well. Make sure average collapse the rows, the ratings that were associated with this book.
Collapse the rows that are associated.
find the average of that rating. 3.77, 3.97, 3.04 for
something.
each book. So kind of handy here. Let me try to improve this and show you one my rating the down 2 decimal places, and I'll call this average rating. That's a column. Okay, I'm going to select this from my books table, from my rating table, sorry. And now I want to group by book ID to find the average rating for each book ID. Now though, let's say I only want those books that are pretty well rated, greater than 4.0 out of 5 stars. To include a where clause, I could try following up on this group by. And you might think I could say, well, where average rating, that new column I created, is greater than or equal to 4.0, but I can't. Because these are now not individual rows, they're groups. SQL uses a different keyword for conditions on groups than for conditions on individual rows.
Actually, I can just do this. Average rating yes. Average rating. I want to get back to typing again. Like, I think I forgot most of the things that I've learned on my typing stream. I want to get back into it. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Maybe tomorrow. Average. Where having what number of arguments? Ah, never mind. Okay.
This keyword
Interesting.
is called having. H-A-V-I-N. Let me try that. H-A-V-I-N-G. I want to group by the book ID and only keep those that have an average rating of greater than 4.0. I will scroll over here, I'll hit enter, and now I should see a much smaller list. So I see book ID 5 has a 4.06, 10 has a 4.04, and so on. And now the next step is, you can imagine me perhaps joining these book IDs with another table that has titles inside of it too, to find the average rating given some title as well. So groups allow us to take these columns, collapse some rows, and find aggregate statistics across each of those groups. Let me ask then, what questions we have on
Table. Then, having is instructing the groups. Where
across each of these, collapse some rows, and find a group. So
groups allows us to take columns, collapse rows.
allow us to take these columns, collapse some rows, and find aggregate statistics across each of those groups. Let me ask then, what questions we have on groups?
What if I don't?
Aggregate statistics. statistics across each of those groups. Let me ask then questions we have on groups.
What if I don't want to see the average rating of a book, but how many ratings does it have?
Count. It's count.
Oh, good one. So I want to know not the average rating, but the number of reviews, let's say, the number of ratings it was given.
Ooh, there's a lot.
in my table. Well, for that, I could just modify my query a little bit. I could change average to count, because count counts up the number of rows that I have. So let me try that here. I'll come back to my laptop, and let me try this one. I will select book ID, and I will also select the count of book ID. Also select the count of ratings, how many ratings there are inside my ratings table, count of ratings. From, let's say, the ratings table.
I have a question. He uses like a single
Ratings.
No,
it's average rating.
I'm confused.
I'll come back.
Maybe because this is a column name,
why
not a
don't
string.
I try to replicate what we did last time? So find the books that have a certain rating or higher. Let's try that. I'll say select, say the book ID, and let's get
how many ratings does it have?
Oh, good one. So I want to know not the average rating, but the number of reviews, let's say, the number of ratings it was given in my table. Well, for that, I could just modify my query a little bit. I could change average to count, because count counts up the number of rows that I have. So let me try that here. I'll come back to my laptop, and let me try this one. I will select book ID, and I will also select the count of book ID. Also select the count of ratings, in fact, how many ratings there are inside a ratings table, count of rating. From, let's say, the ratings table. Okay. Now I want to group this data, group the counting by book ID. So I'll say group by book ID. Give me a count of the ratings for each book ID. And now I could just hit semicolon and enter. And now I'll see how many ratings each book actually has. Go to the top here, and I'll see book ID 1 has 2,779 ratings. Book ID 2 has 175 ratings. And so, a good question. Let's take one more too.
So considering this new having syntax, how could we couple that with the order by?
Yeah, where does it fit in with order by? Let's say I want to sort this data too at the end of the day. Well, I could do that as well. Let me show you one example. Come back to my terminal.
Just order by rating, no count. I can order by count. Sending. Order by count is.
And I could try this. Let me come back to finding average ratings. So I'll say select book ID and the rounded average rating to 2 decimal places, calling that column average rating. And I'll select this from the ratings table. Well, now we want not just to find the average rating, we also want to sort by that column too. And in fact, use having to only find those books that have 4.0 or higher. Well, let's try this. I'll say from ratings, and I'll still group by book ID. Now, I'll say I only want to filter to those groups that have a average rating of greater than 4.0. And finally, after I've filtered out all of these rows, I want to order them. I want to sort them. So I'll order them by average rating, this column I made up top, and I'll say order them descending order. I want biggest, and fingers crossed, I'll hit enter. We'll see our ratings sorted? Great question here to re-implement much of what we did last time. And now, indeed, we've kind of come full circle here. We've taken these ideas and we've seen them in single tables as we did last week. We, this week, took our tables and expanded them into multiple tables, different authors, different publishers, different ratings, and so on. And we learned how to query those tables using subqueries and using joins. What we'll see next time is putting you in the driver's seat, having you actually create your own tables, define your own relationships, and build a database to your own liking. So all that and more next time. See you there.
For the next stream, I'm gonna play this. For the next stream, I'll be doing the assignment, or not the assignment, but the problem set. SQL. We're doing this problem sets. I wanna have lunch first. Okay, so just please this one, and then I'll try to do all three for next stream, and then next stream is week 2. Finally, I'm progressing, guys. I'm progressing. Yeah, I'm actually progressing from the course. Yeah, it's like 1:30, 1:20. I think it's a good time to end the stream. Yeah, let's have lunch, take a bath and break. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. The first half was just me ranting about how bad the roads are. Okay, I'll just properly end the stream. OBS, I pressed Alt Tab, okay. I pressed Alt Tab, I did not press maybe I pressed the window key, I don't remember. But I pressed Alt Tab and then went to OBS and then it just died on me. So right now I'm just gonna end it properly, okay? Okay, bye bye guys. Thank you for watching.